This is The Wire for 2100 Zulu, November 15th, 2024. Precedence is routine. Information cutoff is 2000. Bottom line up front. Election woes continue in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Shadow government idea proposed in Congress. Beginning with international events, in Brazil, Wednesday morning, a man wearing an explosive vest conducted an attack on the front steps of the Brazilian Supreme Court. Analysts comment. Since the incident, specific details have been hard to verify, but this event is more in line with an extreme act of protest rather than a deliberate attack intended to cause mass destruction. In any case, the only life taken by the bomber's actions was his own. On the home front, in Pennsylvania, open election fraud continues as the Bucks County Board of Commissioners has decided to count illegal votes in direct violation of a previous court order. The commissioners acknowledge that they are breaking the law and violating a court order, but they will continue doing so anyway, with Commissioner Diane Ellis Marseglia stating that, quote, "I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country," and that, quote, "people violate laws anytime they want." In Washington, D.C., as the incoming Trump administration continues to nominate various positions, opposition movements are beginning to take formation. North Carolina Representative Willie Nickel has proposed the idea of a shadow cabinet, an unelected body of ministers who will serve to counter any moves the Trump administration may make. Analyst comments for this wire. The idea of a shadow cabinet is interesting in that this idea likely originated from a variety of sources. For one, most European political systems include the use of a shadow cabinet as part of official governance measures. In short, in systems of governance that take the form of proportional representation, a very common aspect of that is for a potential prime minister to create a shadow cabinet, which essentially serves to show the public what that hopeful prime minister's cabinet would look like. Having names and faces already established before the election instead of appointments being made afterwards is fairly common throughout Europe. However, what is common in parliamentary systems is sometimes classified as sedition and treason in the political system we have in the United States. Having an opposing team of unelected shadow secretaries is also very likely to be perceived by the American people as the deep state freely coming out in the open to oppose anything Trump's cabinet might do. Whether or not this idea will stick remains to be seen, as this proposal seems to largely be a result of a visit from the good idea fairy, and not something that the true power players in Congress would actually need to resort to. Nevertheless, the intricacies of how law remains selectively applied will be cause for concern over the next few years. This concludes The Wire for 2100 Zulu, November 15th, 2024.